Hello, welcome to another class with Mathemasoft. We have this question from set theory, and we are going to do justice to it. So let's begin. So we have solution, and reading through the question, we can see that we have a football camp that contains 107 players. So we can say the universal set is 107, and 62 are men while the rest are women. So number of men, okay, that is 62. So we can say number of women now will be universal set minus number of men, and that will be 107 minus 62. Okay, of course that will give us 5, and then that is 4, so that will give us 45. So we have 45 women. Okay, so let's go back to the analysis. Of the women, 16 are tall while the rest are short. So we can say now that number of short um women number of short women will be equals to uh, the number of women minus number of tall women. Okay, so they have already given us that what of the women 16 are tall while the rest are short. So we can now say that the number of women we have is 45, which we have gotten here, then minus number of tall women, which is what 16. So if we subtract that, that will give us 29. Okay, so 29, we have 29 short women. 29 short women. So let's go back to the analysis again. If there are a total of 67 short players, so we have 67 short players. So in this case, both men and women, players who are short, the total of them is 67. So that means that we can easily get the number of men that are actually what short players. So number of short, okay, number of short players, okay, both gender. Number of short players equals to 67. So we have a total of 67 short players. So, and we already know the number of short women. Okay, number of short women is already here. So we can easily say number of short men, okay, will be equals to number of short players that we already have, okay, minus number of short women, okay, number of short women. I hope you can see that. So we can easily find the number of short men now. Since we already know that the total number of short players is 67 and the number of short women is what 29. So we can do 67 minus 29. Okay, that will give us 8 and then 3. So that will give us a 38 exactly. So we have 38 short men. Okay, short male players. So, and don't forget that we have 62 men. So if the number of 62, if we have 62 men, then we can easily find number of tall men. Okay, Number of tall men now will be equals to number of men, okay, that we have minus number of short men, okay, number of short men. It is very good for us to do all this analysis so that by the time we are answering the question, it's just be as if we are just picking the answer and then we are putting it there. So number of men that we have has been given to be 62. 62 are men. So that is 62. And we already know that what? Minus number of short men. Short men is actually 38. Okay. If we subtract that, that will be 4 and 2. So that will be 24 tall men. So if you look at what we have done now, we have known the number of short women. Okay, we have known the number of short men, we have known the number of tall men, and don't forget that the number of tall women was actually given to be 16. So we already have everything. In fact, if we must actually still state that, we can state it that number of tall women, we already have it written, but let's just write it. Number of tall women is 16. We were given that, okay, in our question. 16 are tall, while the rest are short. Out of the women, 16 are tall, while the rest are short. So we already have number of men, 62, total number of women, 45, number of short women is 29, number of tall women is 16, number of short total number of short players is 67. Number of short men there is 38. Number of tall men is 24. So let's find the number of tall players. Okay, total number of tall players. We can actually also find that. So number of tall players, of course, will be universal set minus number of short players. Okay, so that will be 107, which is the universal set, and we know that what number of short players has been given to be 67, so that will be minus 67. So if we subtract that, that will give us 40 tall players. Okay, that will give us 40 tall players. So now let's now go to our questions. We have prepared everything, so it's just for us to answer the question now. Question A, draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the information. So this Venn diagram might actually look complex, but let's just actually have a simple one that we can actually draw. Okay, these are universal sets, which is 107. And then we have our rectangular. Okay, so we can simply just represent this as number of men and number of women, like a disjoint kind of a set. Okay, the best way we can do it. So we know that the total number of men that was given to us is 62. Okay, and the total number of women is actually 45. So let's say women is what? 45. Okay, so let's have it as a disjoint set. Okay, because if we want to be going to short and tall and all that, then it becomes complex. So we can simply represent it like this. So let's go to the next part of the question. Next part of the question B is that find, okay, the number of, or that's how many women are short. Okay, I think that's a typo error. How many women are short? How many women are short? So that's B, and we have actually done that. So let's check it. How many women are short? That's the number of short women. So we did it here. We say 29 short women. So how many women are short now? We have 29. 29 short women. We have already calculated it. We just input the answer. Okay, C. Question C. Find how many tall players are there. How many players are tall? So this one now, they are not saying men or women. How many? That's the total number of tall players. That's what they are asking us. So C, number of tall players, we already found it here. That's 40 tall players. So we have already done it in our analysis. So just say 40 tall players. Okay. That's the question of how many tall players are there. D, find how many short men are there. So this is men. How many short men do we have? So let's check. We have done that also. How many short men? So we did the analysis here. 38 short men. So we can say D, 38 short men. So I'm treating this question because one of one of our followers actually sent the question that we should actually do justice to it. And this is the solution to this question. So you can be like this person also. Send me any difficult questions that you may be encountering or that you want me to share with everyone. So till next time I come your way, remain blessed. Bye for now.